what's next for Vampiro in 2025?
There's so much going on, man. One of my biggest, my podcast in the United States started in English, after doing 25 years of radio and podcasting in Spanish. I just started in English, and it's so much fun. I'm starting to do the video part of stuff. We're creating content, and I got a new project that is, I'm going on tour for the next 3 years in a camper van, and I'm going to be going all over the United States, looking at indie promotions, looking for local urban legends, doing paranormal investigations wherever I go out of this van, and not just come in and do 10 minutes of edit filming, staying there for a week and living with the people and putting that out there, and just showing people how cool indie wrestling, what doors was open, right? So that starts Monday. I'm fucking excited beyond belief about it, man.
All right, my last question.
My penis is small.
Well, there we go. All right. Did you see when?
Oh, what?
Did you see when Vampiro first began wrestling? Did you see yourself where you're at now today?
I saw that when I was like 8 or 9 years old, when I saw the Rolling Stones on TV. There's a video of the Rolling Stones singing a Chuck Berry song, and it's in the 60s. And the girls are screaming so loud that the band can't hear the instruments. I was like, I was born, I understood that language. And I was like, something's going to happen to me like that. So when Vampiro became a wrestler, I was a big fan of the Ramones. The Ramones are 1, 2, 3, 4, the song, and it's fucking done. And the Road Warriors, their entrance in the AWA, it was in the ring, bing, 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 clothesline press, slam, choke slam, all that shit that they do off the top ropes. It was over. That's a punk rock song. So I was afforded the opportunity to be a rock star in the wrestling world. Didn't care about the matches. I didn't want to be a good wrestler. I wanted to be an explosive song. And I got to do that. So I don't know, man. I have a pretty extraordinary story.
I just thought of this bonus question. This will be the last one. If you could compare your career to, say, a rock band or punk band from back in the day, who would you say your career kind of mirrors? Or is there a band?
Yes. There's a great mix of, there's the four main ones. The Sex Pistols, because of the fashion, the rebellion and the political stance and the poor and that, those words, anti-hippie and all that kind of stuff. When you're an abandoned youth and you have something that's so visually impactful that you're shook. So that was one thing. The other band would be the Ramones, because I don't like myself, and the Ramones just hated each other, but they were the greatest band ever. And then the Clash, just because of the political stance and the seriousness of supporting local art, local bands, helping the working man. That is a big one. The last one would be the Stray Cats, because when the Stray Cats played their first television appearance in the United States on the television show called Fridays, I was trying to figure things out in my life. And when I saw that, and these rockabilly guys came out with the sleeves cut off and the tattoos and their pants tucked into their boots and the motorcycle boots and motorcycle jackets and playing 50s rockabilly. And I'm a rockabilly kid. My dad brought me up in that. I was like, I don't know what my life is going to be like, but I just found out who I am. And that was it. That was the beginning of the end.
TitleMatchNetwork.com